is the QTV Nightly News coming to you from our studios on Karaba Avenue, and I am Julde Njai. Thank you for joining us. Here are the main news headlines. In the ongoing AFCON 23, Guinea defeated Gambia to move second in Group C with 4 points, 2 points behind champions Senegal. The Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy organized a press briefing on Friday to shed light on the ministry's achievements and overall performance in 2023. A 26-wheel-long vehicle carrying bicycle parts caught fire in Birkama on Saturday morning, causing power failure and severely disrupting traffic. The Managing Director of the National Roads Authority has outlined government's plan for implementation of Phase 3 of the Bartil-Hardin Highway project. In international news, Angola's public prosecutor has charged billionaire Isabel dos Santos with 12 more crimes, including embezzlement and fraud. These and other stories coming ahead in the next half an hour. Do stay tuned. Thank you for staying with us. Now the news in detail. In the ongoing AFCON 23, Guinea defeated Gambia to move into second in Group C with 4 points, 2 points behind champion Senegal, who had previously defeated Cameroon convincingly. Momodu Gajaga, a sports reporter, watched the action unfold in Côte d'Ivoire, and this story is narrated by Ade Drame.
Ajibu Kamara's second-half goal secured Guinea's 1-0 victory over Gambia in the Africa Cup of Nations finals on Friday, taking them a step closer to the tournament's last 16 in Ivory Coast. At the previous Cup of Nations in Cameroon 2 years ago, Guinea were eliminated in the last 16 by Gambia on their giant killing run, but they turned the tables on their opponents this time. Kamara's goal in the 69th minute came after Morgan Guilavogüi's assist at the end of a swift passing movement. Guinea's Mohamed Bayo, who scored in their 1-1 draw with Cameroon in their opening group game on Monday, hit the woodwork twice, once in the 33rd minute and again in the 74th minute. In between those two, Sheku Omar Silla was free on goal in the 61st minute but made poor contact with the ball. Guinea's captain Naby Keita returned as a second-half substitute and made a stoppage-time effort cleared off the line by the Gambians. However, they did not use VfB Stuttgart striker Serhou Guirassy, who has 17 Bundesliga goals this season. Guirassy was injured during the pre-tournament training camp in Abu Dhabi and has yet to appear in these finals. For Gambia, this is how coach Tom Samphié, captain Omar Colley, Jacob Mendy, Yankuba Minte and Seydou Janko reacted.
Okay, first of all, congratulations to Guinea with the victory. It's a painful victory. I think first half Guinea was better than us, were more in control over the game. We were satisfied to reach halftime with 0-0. But in the second half we were getting more control over the game and we created opportunities. And the goal came at a moment that we didn't expect.
What I would say at this moment is that we just have to go again for the last final of the group and then try to get a point. And try to score a goal, because 2 games, no goal. I mean, conceding 4 goals, it's really hard to describe as a defender.
Still haven't processed it well. As I said, the loss today really hurts, and my whole feelings are on that right now. I'll probably get back home when I'm more chilled, probably think about it, but right now, it really hurts.
I think the game is not that bad. It seems like we don't show the opponent that we're more hungry than them. I think we need to improve on that a little bit.
It's tough now because obviously the spirit is down. We can still qualify. It's going to be very difficult. We all know this. We just give our best at the next game and hope that we qualify. But it's going to be difficult. We have to step things up if we want to win anything.
This result means Guinea are now in second place with 4 points, trailing holders Senegal, who have 6 points after defeating Cameroon 3-1 earlier in the day. Cameroon have a single point, while the Gambia have lost both of their matches and have none. Only the 2 top teams from each group of 6 go through automatically to the last 16. At the final whistle, Guinea's players rejoiced with their fans in the stadium and later on in their changing room. While impromptu street parties broke out in the capital, Conakry. Gambia must now hope to beat Cameroon in their final game on Tuesday to have any chance to advance, while Guinea will face Senegal at the same time to determine the group's top slot. For QTV News, I am Ade Darami.
Well, better luck to our Scorpions there, and congratulations to Guinea. The Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy organized a press briefing on Friday to shed light on the achievements and overall performance of the ministry for the year 2023. Lolly M. Kamara was there, and this is her report.
Heads of government ministries, departments, agencies and international partners gathered for this important event. Officials say the briefing is significant as it provides an opportunity to identify areas to be addressed to improve the ministry's performance. Usman Ba, the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, urged stakeholders to continue to prioritize and invest in initiatives that promote digitalization and connectivity, ensuring that all citizens can fully participate in the digital age. While highlighting some key strides by his institution during 2023, Minister Ba thanked government, partner institutions and his staff for their invaluable support.
Throughout the year, we have witnessed substantial progress in design, development, formulation and implementation of policy, strategy, bills and regulation aimed at fostering the growth of digital economy in the Gambia. These achievements encompass successful collaboration as well include the signing of crucial memoranda of understanding, MOUs with bilateral partners, and numerous engagement with various stakeholders within and outside the Gambia.
Communication and digital economy play crucial roles in a country's development and progress, enabling people to connect and communicate with each other easily. Also, it promotes social cohesion, collaboration and sharing of information among government, individuals, communities and businesses. Here is Minister Ba again.
The cross-cutting nature of the digital economy requires seamless integration with various sectors. As a result, we have worked hand in hand with other ministries, understanding the importance of a united or unified approach to harness the full potential of digital transformation and the digital economy.
Other issues such as the submarine cable, digital addressing system, transitioning government emails addressed from Gmail to GM, and cybersecurity, among other things, were also addressed by the Permanent Secretary Lamin Kamara.
We are developing a data ecosystem and an open technology stack for that matter. National cybersecurity strategy, we explain about cybersecurity for a safe and protected systems and assets online, and coordination and effective governance of our cybersecurity landscape. As already been mentioned, we've created a directorate of cybersecurity, and the directorate was introduced here already. We are working closely with civil society, private sector, and other ICT players so that we all work together hand in glove to ensure that we have a safe, secure, and trusted cyber space.
Other speakers included the Ministers of Information, Public Service, Higher Education and Trade. With a renewed focus on bridging the digital divide, the ministry aims to ensure that even underserved areas, particularly rural areas, have the opportunity to benefit from reliable and efficient digital communication networks. For QTV News, Lolly M. Kamara.
Now, a 26-wheel-long vehicle carrying bicycle parts caught fire in Brikama on Saturday morning, causing power failure and severely disrupting traffic. The vehicle was loaded in Banjul ports, heading to Mali. We will bring you a detailed report on this story as we investigate the cause of the fire. Meanwhile, here is an excerpt by Babukar Sise without commentary. We will now go for a short commercial break. When we return, we have local as well as international news stories for you. Do stay tuned.
The future is now with QCell's 5G network. Experience speeds like never before with our new 5G Rocket Fixed Internet plan. Get speeds from 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps. Your 5G-enabled device. Walk into QCell headquarters to get one of our 5G routers and experience the true feeling of 5G. Only with QCell. QCell brings you the future. Tech, innovation, incredible speed. The future is now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyapus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
Looking for the perfect place to promote your product or place your advert? Look no further than QTV. We are the premier destination for businesses looking to connect with Gambian audiences and beyond. At QTV, we offer a variety of advertising solutions to suit your needs and budget. With our diverse range of programming, you can be sure that your ad will reach a broad and engaged audience. From our popular news broadcast to our exciting music and entertainment programming, QTV has something for everyone. QTV, the premier destination for advertising in the Gambia. Contact us today and let us help you reach your audience.
Welcome back. If you are just tuning in, this is QTV News with me, Julda Njai, and now to the rest of our stories. The Managing Director of the National Roads Authority has outlined government's plan for implementation of Phase 3 of the Battle-Harden Highway, including ensuring connectivity, construction of service roads, pedestrian crossing points, and an intelligent transportation system. QTV's Momodo Lamin Choi has the latest.
Phase 3 is another development of the Battle-Harden Highway, which sets out a groundbreaking additional components of this major project. Currently, the 22-kilometer road project has two phases. Phase 1 starts from Airport Junction to Senegambia, while Phase 2 from Senegambia to Sting Corner. We are informed that government is engaging funding agencies for the third phase of the project. Usman Sanyang is the Managing Director of the National Roads Authority.
There are a few areas that we want to concentrate on as part 3 of this Battle-Harden Highway. As a Phase 3, we'll be thinking about pedestrians crossing at a different level than at grade level. So that's something we're thinking about, and that could include pedestrian footbridges.
While we await that development, the NRA plans to erect temporary crossing points on the Battle-Harden Highway when it is completed. Another area of interest for Phase 3 of the project focuses on improving connectivity of the highway to more roads.
As you can see, there are roundabouts at the moment, there are flyovers as well, but we're thinking about, for example, Bijilo Junction being opened up again, but in a safe manner. So we'll be thinking about those. One thing to bear in mind is that on roads like this, people have to be able to sacrifice a few kilometers either way to reach a safe crossing turning point, rather than opening up all the road to different junctions. That would reduce the operational efficiency of the road, which is not the function of this type of road.
Phase 3 of the project will include construction of service roads running parallel to the highway to allow local traffic to gain access to commercial and residential areas. Currently, these roads along either side of the highway are being used to divert traffic.
So that service road was meant to be built as part of this network, but again, is now in Phase 3, and we're thinking about it, and it will be built, inshallah, with time, which would definitely reduce pressure on the main road itself, and more importantly, provide access to the residences and the property and the commercial activities along this road.
A significant feature being discussed for Phase 3 is the introduction of an intelligent transport system to our traffic.
So on a road like this, you expect speed cameras to help us with our enforcement and help the police. That's being thought about, and we're thinking about it. And of course, we want to move to a next stage of this, which is intelligent transport systems, which they call ITS. So we'll be linking onto Battle Harding Highway these kind of facilities where drivers will be informed of congestion areas, areas of accidents happening and traffic being diverted onto alternative routes.
Part of phase 3 of this project will include construction of a proper drainage system to prevent flooding at places along the highway, a regular occurrence on the current roads.
There is also concern about drainage, and I'm sure a lot of people talk about that. So in terms of where does all the water we create as runoff from this carriageway which is the paved road that you see at the moment, where does it go? Where is the outfall of this drainage system? So we don't want to build roads that get flooded. So that's another aspect we're talking about and discussing as Battle Harding Phase 3.
As of the end of December 2023, construction and expansion work on the Battle Harding Highway had reached 78%. Mahmoud Lamin, Choi QTV News.
On the annual observance of World Braille Day, marked every January 4th, the Gambia Organization for the Visually Impaired, GOVI, advocates for embracing advanced and portable Braille technology to achieve a higher standard of education for the visually impaired. Lena Igwe reports.
This book tells you, TELLS, tells. This book tells you about ABOU2. The contraction is AB only.
While losing sight can present challenges, visually impaired individuals often develop heightened senses, such as enhanced hearing and touching, as well as improved spatial awareness and memory, showcasing remarkable adaptability and resilience. Ibrahim Sisi and Aji Fatumbub, both grade 5 students of GOVI, shed light on the crucial role Braille machines play in their education.
The Braille machines is very benefit for us in terms of learning work, because if there's no Braille machine, we cannot learn. If there's no Braille machine, we cannot learn.
It's really helpful because we can read storybooks and all those other stuff, and it helps us really with our learning experience.
The Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education has significantly supported GOVI by providing Braille machines and paper for teaching and learning. However, Gaira Lamin, a teacher at GOVI, envisions going digital through the adoption of a more portable and advanced Braille technology known as the Braille display. Mr. Lamin emphasizes the advantages of this transformative technology.
You can easily insert flash drive and then read whatsoever. If you go into a workshop, instead of supplying you with this paper, printed paper, if they can supply you, or you can copy through your flash drive and you insert it, you can easily get access to reading materials rather than depending from others. So this is the latest technology. It is silent. It can be used easily without disturbing, and then it can be carried anywhere you want to go.
With only 3 Braille display machines available at GOVI, Mr. Lamin appeals for support to realize their vision for quality education.
We need philanthropists and the government to assist us in helping us to be digital. Because nowadays, blind education is very expensive, but we want more of this through the government or through UNICEF to assist us, so that also we can be able to provide quality education as far as we are concerned, definitely. And this can be easily used in schools, and then that will aid the system of education for persons with disability or blind and visually impaired.
Braille displays empower visually impaired individuals by converting digital text into tactile Braille, facilitating access to information independently. This fosters literacy, communication, and employment opportunities, enhancing overall inclusivity and autonomy in various aspects of life. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena Igwenyiba.
And let's now shift our attention to news beyond our borders. Angola's public prosecutor charged billionaire Isabel dos Santos with 12 more crimes, including embezzlement and fraud. The fresh charges relate to Ms. dos Santos' time as the chair of a state-owned oil farm. She says the charges are politically motivated. Aliou Cisse has the latest.
Previously described as Africa's richest woman, Ms. dos Santos ran Sonangol from 2016 to 2017. Formerly, Sonangol oversaw petroleum and natural gas production in Angola. Isabel dos Santos is the daughter of former Angolan President José Eduardo dos Santos, who led the Southwest African country for 38 years until he stepped down in 2017. Her critics have long claimed she used her position of influence to enrich herself at the expense of the state, allegations she has denied. On Tuesday, Ms. dos Santos told Angolan radio station Radio Essential that these lies have to end. She thinks it is time for the government and the Republic's Attorney General to take responsibility for the accusations they make. It is irresponsible to be managing a country based on fabricated lies, she said. Dan Morrison, one of her lawyers, told the BBC that his client rejects the charges by the Angolan government, which she said has been launched as part of a sustained campaign of political persecution against her by President João Lourenço. Under the presidency of Mr. Lourenço, several of José Eduardo dos Santos' relatives have been prosecuted on various charges which they deny. In 2020, Angolan prosecutors charged Ms. dos Santos with embezzlement and money laundering. Global police agency Interpol issued a red notice for the billionaire in 2022, asking global law enforcement authorities to locate and provisionally arrest her. Ms. dos Santos has not been arrested since investigations against her began, but she is subject to a number of asset freezes around the world. On Tuesday, she said these restrictions has led her to struggle financially. I can't manage my accounts to pay for my children's studies, healthcare, or house rents, she told Radio Essential. Her lawyer, Mr. Morrison, said Isabel is presently engaged in court proceedings in various jurisdictions to clear her name. He accused the Angolan authorities of intimidating his client from returning to Angola, so she is unable to run for political office. Ms. dos Santos has hinted at running for Angola's presidency in various media interviews over the past few years. This most recent indictment against Ms. dos Santos was filed on 11 December. However, the Angolan Attorney General's office told the BBC it could not comment on the matter as it was under judicial secrecy. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cisse.
We have come to the end of this bulletin, but before we go, here's the recap of the headlines. In the ongoing AFCON 23, Guinea defeated Gambia to move second in Group C with 4 points, 2 points behind champions Senegal. The Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy organized a press briefing on Friday to shed light on the ministry's achievements and overall performance in 2023. A 26-wheel-long vehicle carrying bicycle parts caught fire in Birkama on Saturday morning, causing power failure and severely disrupting traffic. The Managing Director of the National Roads Authority has outlined government's plan for implementation of Phase 3 of the Battle-Hardin Highway project. In international news, Angola's public prosecutor has charged billionaire Isabel dos Santos with 12 more crimes, including embezzlement and fraud. That's all we have for you in this edition of the Bulletin. Join us on Monday for another Bulletin. Many thanks indeed for the pleasure of your company, and do have a splendid weekend. Bye-bye.